Alright, folks, once again, it is me. I mean, once again, for me it is, but for you, it's like the first time ever that I'm streaming. But this is like my sixth attempt, and for the fifth attempt, I was like, yeah, it's working, great. But then it was unlisted because I didn't want it to be public when the stream ends, because I felt like I've been trying 5 times and all these videos were uploaded to my channel. I didn't want that. But anyway, welcome to the stream. Hello. This is my first ever stream. I wanted to present to you guys a daily Rid Ramble today. I've recorded it already as well, but unfortunately all of the audio for some reason went over my webcam device, and I just connected that today or yesterday, and it automatically switched my default audio device. So unfortunately, the audio is terrible. It's a lot of echo. I can't save it, unfortunately. And I have to redo that, and it's very unfortunate because that topic was very close to home for me. I was talking about a lot of private stuff and a lot of what gaming means to me, and probably for a lot of you guys as well. So I have to redo that, unfortunately, but I thought, hey, let's try some streaming today. I have never done that, and my computer is very old. I am still on like a Ryzen 5 3600 and a GTX 1070. Unfortunately, I don't have any budget to upgrade since I am very, well, poor. That's how it is, but well, that's how it is. It's fine. But that's why everything runs a bit slow for me. I mean, it says 73 FPS, but it feels really bad. It's really, really bad. It feels like frame time is awful, and I don't know why, because it shows it's like 80 FPS. Should be fine, but it's not. It feels like maybe like 30 hertz or something like this. But I'm not gonna try around with this stuff anymore now. I will just keep streaming for you guys with this and fix it in the future if there's something to fix or not. I hope the stream is now actually working. It didn't before because it was unlisted. And I felt like, hey guys, why don't we just like stream a little, some surveys, talk a little bit about the game. I had started with all my surveys today. I have writs to do with 9 characters still, so maybe we can do that later on as well. But for now, we're gonna just do some surveys and see where they lead us. The event we just had, like the West Yield event, and then after that we had the double resource yield and the double gold, is over now, and I had hoped that we see some improvements in the economy, but apparently we don't have that just yet. The Dragwax just dropped to below 10k. I have never seen that myself because, well, I'm just playing since December 23, but 10k is like very low. Does anybody of you remember when you get one Dragwax for 18k or even like 20k? Man, I want those days back, but unfortunately the economy is so bad right now that we don't have that luxury. And that means it's also not really fun to farm right now, unfortunately, for me at least. Farming, especially now since the double resource yield is over, feels not very satisfying, unfortunately. But maybe with the double gold event we just had, the economy recovers a little bit. Unfortunately, it coincided with the. Is that how you say it? Coincided. It's coincided with the double resource yield as well, so perhaps it's not much of an impact on that, but we will see. For the new moon event, is it new moon? It's starting like next week on Thursday. There's another double XP, so I hope there's the new players coming, or old players coming back as well. So we will see how the economy changes to that point, but right now it's really hard to make any gold. So we will see how it fares. Personally, I'm still, I just made it to almost 15 million. I'm just 14.5 million. I'm in the Northwatch Order Guild now, and for the people on PC EU, that's excuse me, that's probably the most desirable trading guild, because they have their Vivek City trader spot right on the entrance to Vivek. So that's nice. I'm glad to be part of them. Okay, one Lush Columbine only, but well, we take it. Why are you not attacking him? I wonder why they are aggressive to begin with. I don't want to kill them, you know? It's just mammoth just going about their life. I mean, why would you want to kill them? I don't see a reason to do that. But anyway, keeping going on surveys, what do we have? We have, this is enchanting and this is jewelry. All right. Obviously, woodworking is the least desirable least desirable survey, because the surveys for woodworking, they are not able to drop hardwood. And this is pretty much the only redeeming factor for Ruby Ash, that you have the chance to get hardwood, like from the Ruby Ash wood from the world. As you can see, one hardwood is currently at 727, so these are great, but the surveys don't drop these. So yeah, they are like, Jesus Christ, I went south. I wanted to go north. The woodworker surveys don't drop hardwood, so they are kind of useless, which is very unfortunate, but well. We're gonna do them anyway, just to clear up the bank and just talk about a little bit and, well, see what comes up. You know, streaming is new for me as well, so of course I'm yeah, well, it's hard to stay entertaining the whole time. You know, when I'm doing videos, it's not hard, because obviously I have a script and all that stuff. And if I'm like lost for words, I can just cut out and record again if I feel like I want to do that. Or if I just misspeak, you know, as a non-native, that's a thing as well. But anyway, you have to start at some point, right? I'm thinking about if I maybe should talk about the Daily Rid Ramble stuff I've been talking about in the Daily Rid Ramble here right now. But I feel like on the stream, there's not many people listening to this stuff. That doesn't mean that you, dear viewer, who's just watching this right now, are not worthy of that. But I feel like it's a message I want to get out to as many people as possible, because I feel like it's something that all of you and all of us need to hear from time to time. So we're gonna just talk about ESO a little bit for now and see, well, maybe I'm gonna talk about this stuff. I can ramble on and on and on and on, and at some point I get to some subjects I didn't think about to begin with, but I end up being, so let's just see where we're getting. So ESO, what do you think about ESO, about playing right now? Hey, what up, Lamer? Oh, right, I have a chat I should check out. Hi, Andres, and hi, Dreamsgone. How are you doing, guys? Hope you guys doing well. It's currently 7:30 p.m. in Germany. What time is it for you guys? Yeah, what about ESO? What do you think about it right now? Obviously, the chapter release is from excuse me, from June now. What was released? What, like June 6th was released? Oh, Jesus Christ. Excuse me, guys. It's the smoking. You should never smoke. It's an idiotic idea. Yeah, Westfield, or Gold Road for that matter, released in June. And we are getting new content on the 28th, isn't it? 28th is update 44. But that's mostly for the PvP guys, for you folks. I'm personally not interested in PvP at all, because I feel like it's a whole new world. And it's like, when you want to get into that, you have to do so much. You have to figure out skills, you have to figure out sets, you have to figure out playstyles and all that stuff. And I feel like it's very hard to get into it to begin with. So I can't really be bothered to do that, because I feel like even when I'm doing YouTube with ESO and stuff, I don't want to be I don't want to have to read 15 guides before that, you know? Are you doing Red Dreams Gone? Huh. Yeah, I was about to do them myself, actually. I still have to do them. Oh, right. I can show you guys. See, I am very far progressed now with the research on all the characters. I feel like I'm 4 weeks away from all of these being done. But the last trade, obviously, I waited with Nirnhound for the last. The other day, I bought like 120 or something potent Nirncruxes. That was not good for my purse, but anyway. I feel like they all need like 4 from each profession still. So these will be done at some point in this year still. So I'm looking forward to that because I'm happy when this grind is over. But the mount training is over now. Just 3 days ago or so, my last character, Crazy Redman, got 60 in stamina, and obviously this is the last one I have trained with all of them. So I don't have to do any more mount training. That means I'm saving 250 gold a day for every character. Ha! And I'm looking forward to when all this stuff is done and I get so many writs, master writs, that is. I just sold like 200 or something in the last week because my bank was full of them. And with the double XP event, the enchanting and the alchemy ones, they surged in price quite considerably, so that was nice. Which made me a few million gold, I think, in that time. Not just the master writs, obviously, but with all the stuff I've been selling. So that was a great time to sell these, and I was kind of lucky. I didn't even think about it, but then I was like, yeah, of course, people will want to use this now to level. Of course, the prices will search for that. All right, chat. There's only 2 guys of you, and I appreciate that. And I'm also already having trouble with keeping up with that. You see, I have the chat on my TV. It's on top of my monitor because I don't have a second monitor, and I have to look up when I want to see stuff. So, yeah. You leveled up your old accounts. Yeah. Did you just buy alchemy, or did you buy other ones as well? Because I feel like people tend to buy alchemy for like in alchemy one is like 11k right now or something like this. Depends a little bit on the number of writs it grants. And enchanting is like 6k. And of course, yeah, I know enchanting takes a few more skill points. Like, oh, elite. Interesting. Wait, that's the wrong button. If we're looking at the enchanting one, for example, that's 10, 14. You need 14 skill points to be able to do master writs. With alchemy, it's just 11, so that's just 3 more. But the fact is that the alchemy ones, they are like 11k per on PC EU, that is, and enchanting is like 6k. So apparently people have decided that it's worth the double the gold for them to go for alchemy ones to not get 3 more skill points, which is interesting because you see, if you just go for 3 more skill points, you can save a lot of money by just going for the enchanting ones. And I think they are even a lot cheaper to craft, actually, because the mats are usually way cheaper. So perhaps it's a good idea to just go for 3 more skill points for enchanting and just level that way. Yeah. Yeah. All right. Yeah, Colovian plant farming. Yeah, Andres, that's true. Unfortunately, the prices for that dropped quite considerably. Well, some of you guys farming in the inn in Westfield. What's that inn called? Wait, I'm gonna check it out real quick. It was the something inn. Yeah, Outcast Inn. I remember when it released, there was this not technically not a rumor, but there's on the subreddit I've been participating in, there's people telling me about this. And then I tried that out myself, and there were like a dozen people around there who just cleaned out the wardrobes and reset by leaving and entering again, which was interesting because apparently it was not an exploit. They never fixed that, but it felt a lot like an exploit. I don't know any other location in the game that allows for an instant reset for the wardrobe. So I don't know. I was a bit frightened to begin with because I heard about people that used exploits that they were banned, so I didn't do it at the start. But since apparently it wasn't an issue, I did that anyway. But this is one of the most boring grinds, in my opinion. So yeah, I didn't do that as much. But the latest event, the Westfield event, I got so many Colovian furnishing plans, and that was awesome. And I think I learned most of them. At the beginning, I sold them, obviously, most of the time, because when an event like this drops, and the furnishing plans that used to be very expensive, the logical thing is for you to sell them right away, and just, if you really want them, just buy them when you're close to the event or when the event ended, because you're just like letting gold go that you would pretty much get for free. Because let's say you get the Colovian, like some of these stairs, you know, they started at like 110k PCEU, and at the end they were like at 50k. So if you get it on day one and you learn it, and you get it on the last day again, and it's just worth 50k, you lost like a lot of gold that you could have had otherwise. And yeah, that's usually how you do this kind of stuff to make the most gold out of it. But yeah. Yeah, there's one in High Isle, Andres, isn't there? I've read about that too. But is it really profitable anymore? Because High Isle was what, 2022? I feel like all the furnishing plans are out now. So I are out quite for quite a while, so most people have them already. Oh yeah, I'm combat, yay. Okay, do we have more? No. Rivenspire's done, great. Let's see, what else do we got? We got Shadowfan. Oh, yeah, Shadowfan can suck too. Yeah, Dreamscorn, I am on EU, that's true. I am in the Northwatch Order now. Just the other day I went into them, and they are basically, for EU, I think the most sought after trading guild. They are insane. The sales volume I was able to get just through their spot. They don't just have the any spot in Vivek City. They have the spot that is right here. When you come out, it's like the first one right here. I'm in another guild that has like the back one, but obviously this is the most sought after one. Maybe this one as well, but I feel like this one is the best. And I'm now in a guild that actually is having this one, and it's insane because when we check out their messages of the day, they have one trader that at one point, where was it here? The best seller from them was at 1.337 billion. Billion. Can you imagine that? Freaking billion. That's insane. I have never seen any. It's insane to me. And since I'm in that guild, I have like a lot better sales volume. I feel like whenever I set it up with all my 30 slots, it's gone in the next day, and it's so awesome because beforehand, with this economy right now, you sometimes sitting on stuff so long. I used to sell like all my intricate gear for like 250 gold, the non-jewelry one that is. And now I have to sell them for 129 gold, but obviously I can't put my like 25 or whatnot intricate gear pieces I get every day from all the daily writs to the best trading spot. I have to set better items in there. And it's kind of hard for the other guilds when to sell all this stuff for other guilds because the sales volume is so low lately that it's not really fun in selling them. And are you guys selling your intricate gear, or are you just deconning it? Because it's more profitable to sell it, but it's like, you know, it's like, what do you get from, let's say you sell 20 a day for what's 120 golds is like, I think, after tax. And that's 2,400 excluding the jewelry one. And I mean, that's still in 10 days, that's still 24K, and in a month, that's still almost like 75K. But is it worth it to you to just set them all up every day? Because I'm sometimes a little bit annoyed when I have other stuff to sell. Obviously, that comes first. But when there's still slots open, I figure, okay, well, I just put it in, you know, so whatever. Yeah, Wolf, you usually decon. But I feel like, I mean, for like clothing and stuff, you get what? You get like 3 ancestor silk, and you get like, why bother? But then again, why bother with selling? So, yeah. Oh, Dreamscon, you're on PC EU as well. Interesting. I thought most of you folks are, some of you folks are on NA, because apparently 45% of my viewers are from the USA, which is interesting and kind of cool, actually, because I started this channel speaking English because I wanted to reach a wide crowd, but I didn't think that just like that 50% would come from the US. Yeah, about deconning, I in the beginning I was obviously also profiting from that because I had characters to set up with the professions. And yes, I could go for 20 RIT characters, but I'm not gonna do that. And you know why I'm not gonna do that? It's because 10 characters is plenty. And obviously I could make more gold, but what is gold worth if I'm burning myself out from the game? So I'm not going for 20 characters. I will not. If I ever want to go for that in the future, guys, please warn me. Warn me about that I didn't want to do that for good reason. And also, it would feel like terrible. I'm almost done with 10 Grandmaster researchers, and starting again with 10 new ones, aside from the fact that I would need 15,000 crowns. No, I'm not going to do that, so I don't really have any use for intricate gear anymore at all. So, yeah, I'm not going to do that. No. I know that I'm keen to do this kind of stuff anyway, but fortunately, I've gotten older with time, and I know when I'm gonna burn myself out from this kind of stuff. Oh yeah, Dreamscon, you're on both, NA and EU, interesting. Why you play on both? Are you like a hardcore gamer? And Wolf is on EU as well, interesting. Yeah, well. What are you guys doing today? It's Friday. When you guys play on EU, where are you guys from? Are you from Europe as well, or just having your just want to play on EU just for the sake of it? For me, it's Friday, obviously, for you too, but it's like 8 p.m. But I have all day, technically, to play video games if I want to. But I can't, due to reasons. So yeah, I have the time to stream for you guys, which is sweet. Okay, 1 Columbine, 2 Buglos. You say Buglos or Buglos? I am still not sure about that. I mean, Buglos sounds like there's... I don't know, man. Oh, you're from Austria. Ja, guten Tag, grüß dich. Hallo. Yeah, well, unfortunately we can't speak German here, but still nice to see you, my wolf. Glad you're here. And Dreamscon is from North Carolina. Interesting. What time is it in North Carolina right now? Were you affected by... No, you're not affected by the hurricane, right? It's just Florida that had issues with that. Okay, this one's done. Okay, we're done Shadowfen, awesome. Stonefolds. We call it the bug loss. Oh, interesting, you're traveling. You're traveling a lot for work or just privately on your own? I'm unfortunately not got kind of a big traveler. And I can tell you why. I wanted to talk about it in a daily Rit Ramble. I don't know, have you guys seen my community post that would take me a little bit to upload another video because of mental health issues, because yes, I've been struggling with that, unfortunately. But I also feel like, You know, I'm a little bit torn. At one point, I wanted one part of me wants to talk about this stuff, but I also don't want to because I feel like if you're tuning into the stream, you don't want to be faced with real world problems, right? So it's a bit not quite sure about that. You weren't hit by Helene. It's kind of a German name, isn't it? 148 for you. Interesting. Yeah, it kind of sucks for you folks over there with all these hurricane stuff and crap. In Germany, I don't think we have in our entire history we didn't have a hurricane. It's like a US thing. When you hear hurricane in Germany, it's like, oh yeah, that must be United States. But it's crazy that I mean, what I don't really get is like that the houses and all that stuff. If people want to build there, why this stuff isn't like hurricane safe? I'm not an engineer, so I'm guessing that it's probably not that easy to do that when there's like winds of like 150 miles an hour. See, I use the freedom units there because I know my crowd, huh? But yeah, it's a bit interesting to me. I mean, Florida is like probably a nice place to live, I guess, from all the sun and stuff. My girlfriend was in Florida like a few years ago, and she was kind of culture shocked about the whole state. You want to move to Los Angeles, so apparently you have a lot of money then, I guess. Are there like places in LA that aren't like extremely expensive? I think we watch the stream so we can see other people's problems. Yeah, Andres, am I saying this right, by the way? Or is it? I'm sorry if I'm botching your name. I'm not meaning to. I think maybe there's something to that actually. Seeing other people's problems. Yeah, perhaps, maybe. I feel like a lot of creators, they are playing a character. A character that is not really close to their true self. I mean, obviously, you can't really keep all your personality out of a character. That's impossible. But I feel like I don't want to do that, you know? I don't want to be like someone. I feel like I want to own being myself. And if you've seen videos from me with all the humor and stuff, then obviously my humor's kind of stupid. You know, I know that. I know this. But I'm fine with that. I like that. And when I watch my own videos, which by the way, a lot of creators don't. I'm in a few subreddits where people repeatedly ask the question, do you guys watch your own videos? And I can tell you, before I upload a video, I do a test rendering like 20 times before that. I render every portion of that beforehand and then watch that. So in the end, when I upload a video, depending on the length and how long I take about it, I watched like 20 or 30 times. No cap, you know? The resource node drop rate video, I watched like 25 times. I basically knew that one by heart at the end. And like, for example, a great opening or stuff, this is something I don't have a script for or anything. I just record and open, and then I'm just watching that once. Because I have to check if the audio and stuff like this works. But yeah, what I'm trying to say is that I'm not playing a character. I'm watching my stuff, and I genuinely find my own jokes funny. And that might sound a bit weird, but I'm the biggest fan of my own jokes. My girlfriend sometimes rolls her eyes when I do my jokes, but it's fine for me. You know, this is kind of just myself, and I always feel like I want to present an authentic character, and this is what I'm doing. And oh, Dream's gone. Oh, I hate that you feel that way. I hate that you feel that way, but I hope you feel welcome here. This is a zone for everybody to feel welcome. And, actually in Germany, there is a huge like debate because in England, I don't know if you have heard about that, but in Germany, or in the German language, that is, we have our words have genders. Like, for example, let's take student. As a student that is on university. In English, you have student means a female student and a male student and every other gender that is in there. In Germany, that is not the case. Oh, right, you have they. You have they. Yeah, I forgot about that. We don't have that. We only have the he and she and the it, but we don't really have a neutral thing for that. So there's a debate, and it's called gendern. It's like when you transform the language to include like everybody that could technically be addressed by that. And usually what the German language is that it uses the masculine version of that. So for student, you have Student, and that's just like the male version. And then you can gender that, and you can say Studentin, which means that you mean male, female, and also all other genders in that. But this is a huge controversy because a lot of people think that it botches the language and it's not that important. What's that? So it's kind of, yeah, I don't want to get political on this channel mostly, but I think everything is a little bit political. I don't want to say I like Trump or I like Biden or whatnot, but I feel like you always have to make a choice. And if you're welcoming to everyone, then this is in a way political. And to me, everyone is welcome that respects other people. So I guess that is political. Yeah, a little excursus on German language. My great-grandfather came from Germany. What was your great-grandfather? Did he have something to do with the time period of 1933 to 1945? we kind of have a history there. Right, so this is a woodworker survey here. Yeah, talking about gender, it's a huge. How do you say that in English? It's like you make yourself open to a lot of people who are not too keen to talk about this stuff. So I usually avoid this stuff on YouTube because I feel like these kind of debates bring out the worst of people that aren't actually bad people. So I just hope that we can have like some consensus. Is consensus the word? On this channel to all feel welcome here. So I'd rather not address politics, I think. Probably wanted to get away from World War II, I'm guessing. Yeah, good dude. My grandpa, I don't know my great-grandpa, but my grandpa was born in 34, so he was 11 when the war ended. And he unfortunately died in 2019. But at the end it was fine. And yeah, I have a lot of history with him, and I'm very grateful for him being there in my childhood. He was a great guy. Goblins! Oh no! Alrighty. So Dreamscon, what's going on today for you today? Any plans today? Any nice plans for the weekend? Oh, I think we're almost done with the with the surveys. Can you believe it? Oh my god. Okay, never mind, not. It's gotten less. Wadenfell, I hate those. Hrothgar is even worse. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Oh, Vivek City. Woo. See, this is the trader I've been talking about. There we go. Northwatch Order. I'm in this guild right now, and this is like the perfect spot. Can you guys think of any other spot that is better than this one or this one? I personally can't think of anyone because when you're like crafting here, masculine voice. Haha, when you're crafting here. When you're crafting here, obviously this is the closest one you want to get to. And I can't think of any other spot that has a better trader. Can you guys think of anyone that is better? You got accosted. Get fucked. Oh no, he doesn't want to go. Ah yeah, wait, we have the Endeavor today. Have you guys done your Endeavors today already and your weekly one? I'm really curious who decides to do the 7 Battleground matches. I mean, just steal. It's easy. You're going to Dungeons and Dragons tonight, Dreamscone. Interesting. Get to be a full dragon. Blue dragon. Awesome, that sounds like a good idea. Nice, sounds like a good evening. Reaper's March. Yeah, I thought about that as well, but Deshan. Yeah, Mornhold is weird. The traders there are very weird because they have a high volume, but the prices there are very confusing to me because they are sometimes so outrageous that I'm like, who buys that? Nobody does in their right mind. So I'm not a fan of the Mornhold stuff. I kind of dislike that Vivek is such an insane spot. Like I knew it was good, but the change in my sales volumes just from being in a Northwatch order is crazy. And 300k is the requirement every week for them. And I remember when I started in December, I was like, Jesus Christ, how are you supposed to be able to do that? And now I'm like, yeah, well, 300k, whatever. That's like 1 or 2 days tops. And yeah, I never thought I'd come to this point. When I started back in December in ESO, I was like, yeah, let's just check it out. You know, I haven't played for a while. And now I'm doing YouTube videos. I'm like 200 subscribers away from getting money from this. That would be awesome, wouldn't it? I had the first. There's 2 steps of YouTube partner program. The first step is that there can become channel members that can subscribe to your content for some extra benefits, just like you would like subscribe on Twitch or something like that. And there is the ad, where you can put ads on your videos. That is when you have 1,000 subscribers. And I'm currently on 780, I think. So 220 missing. And then I can become a partner for ads as well. And that would be pretty freaking great. Is that a requirement of sales and or raffle tickets? I'm not quite sure what raffle tickets means, but it says sales. Can check that out. Yeah, you can see 300k sales or 30k donation. And right now I am noble, I think, because I donated 250k this week because I felt like, well, why not? But yeah. I'm also in Shining Coins. They have excuse me. Oh, they don't anymore. They had a Vivek City one as well, but Elden Root. I feel like Elden Root is quite overrated. I thought that they would be quite good spots, but I don't feel like it. At least every time I'm trying to buy something in Elden Root, it's like not in stock. So, yeah. Yeah, I'm in Shining Coins. Then I'm also in Rolling Coins. They have theirs in Belcarth. Stendar's Merchantry, they have an Alienor one. And I feel Alienor is a very, very underrated. I feel like whenever I put something up in Alienor, it gets sold quite easily as well. And if you're like somebody who has not that big of a sales volume just yet, try to get a guild that has one in Alienor, because their quotas are quite easy. Look at that for 10k sales. That's like nothing. If you compare it to Northwatch Order, that's 300k. So 10k is like literally nothing. So Alienor is pretty great to get started, in my opinion. How do you price your items? I need to figure out what to sell this hardwood for. Well, I'm usually going for the TTC average. I'm checking for the current ones that are up. With the privilege of being a Northwatch Order, you can usually get away with like few percent more because of the trader spot. And I am talking about hardwood. You know that hardwood in update 44 gets increased drop rates, you know? So you might want to sell that before the update drops, because I feel like this stuff will drop a lot. Right now it has dropped as well because we had a double resource yield. And my thinking is right now that until the update 44 rolls out, the hardwood and other furnishing material prices will recover a little bit and maybe go back to 800. We can check it out real quick. For EU, we have 727. I think 3 weeks ago it was 800, so it dropped a little bit. And I'm thinking this will recover a little bit to like 750 or maybe even 800. And when update 44 drops, these will drop definitely. I mean, the only reason they would not drop is that ZeniMax lied and they didn't actually increase the drop rates, or they increased the drop rates from 36% to 37%, but I don't think that will be the case. I think ZeniMax wants the furnishing crowd, or the people who like to furnish, to have access to these materials easier. And I think that's why they are doing that. And I'm not sure if I'm a fan of that just yet. But what you want to do is you want to sell that before update 44, definitely. Because you will probably be able to see the prices for that drop gradually after the update hits. So don't forget to sell that before that. Yeah, I'm curious to see where the new drop rate's gonna lead us. I have no idea. I haven't tested the PTS. I will probably do some testing when it's the update is live. If you guys have seen my video about the drop rates, I have concluded that the furnishing drop rate should be around 36%. You have 1.7k. Jesus, dude. Yeah, you have to sell that before that. I mean, I'm not giving out any guarantees, but I'm thinking you will probably lose a lot if you don't sell these 1.7k mundane runes. Maybe you can wait a week. Let's check out mundane runes. 434. Yeah, they were higher a few weeks back as well. But you can, it's like 500 gold after tax for one. So you can calculate that for yourself. But if you're low on gold, yeah, you should sell that, dude. Why do you have 1.7k? Do you not like gold? Or are you like, maybe I need that for 600 different furnishings? They are more expensive on NA, are they? Interesting. I think, I don't know. I don't have any idea about player numbers, to be quite frank with you. But what I've read in the past about other games is that the PC crowd in the United States is lower than it is in Europe. And you must know that, right, you guys have the South America as well in there as well, don't you? There are not South American servers as far as I'm aware. So you should have a lot of people too as well, I think. But this is what I've heard back in the past, is that the United States has a bigger console crowd than a PC crowd, and Europe has a higher PC crowd than the United States have, and that would explain that you might have less players than the Europe has. So, what's VMA? Veteran Molten Asshole. I figured out just the other day what the V actually means because I'm not raiding in ESO. I'm just doing like crafting and gold making and story stuff. Yeah. Alright, back in Westfield. You know, the first day when the event was over and I was like running around in Westfield because we still had the double resource yield, so it was still worth it. I don't know, it felt so lone. Have you guys this is a very hard feeling to describe, but do you know that feeling when you have friends over or family over, like let's say Christmas. It's Christmas, you have your family over, you have friends over or whatnot, and you spend the whole night from 6 p.m. to 12 p.m. what 12 a.m. it is, and then they leave and you just sit there in your apartment or your house or whatnot, and you realize that just like 30 minutes ago there was bustling and chatter and interaction in that area, and now it's gone. And I don't know how to describe that, but it's like sort of melancholy. I think it's a very hard feeling to describe. I've had this feeling for years now, and it's not necessarily a sad feeling, but it's like places that were very bustling with interactivity with people and social interaction or just like stuff happening suddenly being empty. They create a very specific feeling for me, and I don't know, maybe some of you of the 5 people that are currently watching have that same, but yeah, I feel like that's By the way, do you hear the keyboard sounds a lot? I have to get a keyboard that doesn't make these sounds. I can't get it out of the recordings, unfortunately, which kind of sucks, unfortunately. But well, this is what I have to deal with right now. Sorry, guys. Veteran Maelstrom Arena. Aha. I think I like Molten Asshole better. It's like when you had Chipotle or something, like, right? Oh, Jesus Christ, I'm liking my own jokes again. Oh no. Oh man. Heavy sack. Yeah, I know that. When my girlfriend's not there for 2 weeks, I feel the same. Anyway. Okay, we have one more jewelry. Sweet. All right, folks, we can do a refining after that. I'm currently, for weeks now, I'm working on refining rates. Heavy snack. Yeah, man. For weeks now, I'm working on refining rates. I've been recording every refine I've been doing. And just today, I have created an Excel spreadsheet for blacksmithing where I conclude, I think it was 2,394 refines, which translates to, are you accurate? Yeah. Which translates to 23,940 raw materials. And I want to do this for clothing as well as for jewelry and ruby ash, of course, because I'm assuming, and I hope the assumption is correct, because if it's not, then it kind of sucks, but I think it will be. The assumption is that the legendary material drop rate is equal or the same for all of the 4 raw materials. And I want to create a list for all these refining materials to have very, very precise drop numbers, so we can conclude what is the best way to do with your raw mats. I want to answer if you should rather sell your raw materials or if you should refine them. And even if that if that question is not that interesting, there's still numbers in that with the percentages, and I like percentages, so we are gonna find out how likely it is to get legendary upgrade material. It seems like right now it's around 5%. I think the 2400 refines turned out to be 5.7%, I think. And you know, it's like you've been saying, or we've been saying, that it's 1 in 20, and 5% is 1 in 20. So I don't know if 5.7% is, I don't know if that's accurate, but I can't really make any numbers for that just yet because I haven't evaluated the data for the other 3 raw materials. Eric, I've been reading that when you refine one by one, that it's supposedly have higher drop chances. But I feel like this sounds so conspiratory to me. I don't know. That doesn't seem like. Why would they do that? Why would that make sense? I've read that too. Yeah, there are even add-ons that say that do that for you, that refine them individually. But I'm gonna tell you, if that is actually the case, if that's truly the case, I mean, I could test that, but Jesus Christ, no. No. No, 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 I can't do that. I can't do that. I mean, I kind of want to now, but nah, I'm not gonna do that. At least not for now. Yeah, if that's the case, I will still go with the video I've planned right now. But I hope that's not the case. I try with 1 stack of 1000, then 10 of 100. Yeah, but that sample size is very small, Eric. Like 1000, when you have 1 in 20 chance, then 1000 is not enough. Definitely. I mean, I have a blacksmithing, I have a sample size of 2400. I don't know what the other ones will be, but I feel like they are about the same. So 2400 times 4. 4 times 4 is around 20. No, wait. Around 10,000 sample size. And I think even 10,000 might not be enough. I've been collecting this data for weeks now, and I have not even extracted the data from the videos I made, and I still have to put that into a video and make that interesting. It's gonna be hard, guys. It's gonna be very, very hard. I'm a little bit afraid of that, man. And yeah, right, Eric, you're doing that for fish as well. I've wanted to do that for fish as well. I've been I already created a folder for ESO for that, but fishing's so boring to me. I'm so sorry, but it's so boring. Does anybody of you know if there's an add-on that gives me a sound cue when there's a fish biting? Because I feel like I could watch series or whatnot on a second monitor or on my TV, but I feel like I have to watch the screen to know when there's a fish biting, and if there would be a sound cue, I would know. So right now I can't really do that, so I can't really watch series. Awesome, Dreams Gone. Yeah, man. Which spot in Vivek City do they have? Is it the one I've been talking about, or is it a different one? Hi, Rizar. Hello, do you have all quests done on all 10 characters too? No, of course not. No, I don't. I don't even have that for my main character. I'm currently stuck in Murkmire because I feel like there's like a gazillion things I want to do every day, mostly with gold or farming or dailies or whatnot, that sometimes it's like 11 p.m. for me. And then I think like, okay, now I'm doing some questing and focus on story. But at that point, I'm so drained and tired already that I just play for half an hour and don't really progress in the story. So no, I'm actually not even done with my main character, Rizza. What I do have on all 10 characters is pretty much every recipe, or at least every provisioning recipe that is purple or higher. I can prove that to you with the character knowledge add-on. As you can see, all 10 characters have all of these. There's a bit of an exception for that, and that is for... See, they even have the yellow ones. Most of the yellow ones, that is. There's an exception for... Let's see. Wait, we're gonna do it by quality. Yeah. The Clockwork Citrus Filet. How do you say it in English? I don't know. Because that requires to do some questing. Then obviously I don't have the Wartords because I think the biggest one, don't get I'm sorry if I'm wrong about that, but I think that's like 100 million gold a piece. And no, I'm not getting that. I'm not getting that, guys. Especially not for all 10. I'm not insane. No, but I was thinking about getting the Ethereal Ambrosia for all 10 as well, but that's like 250 writ vouchers, and I don't really feel like doing that. I could get this one as well, but since the characters are not set up to fight and stuff like that, they don't have any skills. So I feel like this is okay for now. I think I'm gonna go for a few more motives in the future. As you can see here, I have quite a lot of motives for 10 characters, and a few have more than those, but yeah. Main has 93%. But Rizza, you are insane. Holy crap. You have 15 characters with... Bro, how long have you been playing for that? You are insane. Dreams Gone, Audible Fish Bite, interesting. Dreams Gone, what do you mean? Which add-on? This one, right here? This is character knowledge. This is very useful. I used this with the Trade Body add-on, and these work very well in harmony. I use both of these to keep track of what my alts have and what traits I have researched or not have researched. As you can see, I can see the traits. Cliana Solar needs new research done today. But I didn't have the time. I had to talk to you guys. And I kind of enjoy that more than doing Reds, to be quite honest with you. 2019 you started. Damn. Well, then I'm faster than you, Rizza. I'm just playing for 10 months now. What have you been doing, bro? Get a grip, man. I'm joking, of course, man. Nah, but I feel like 15 is a bit too much. I'm glad when I'm done with 10, and I will not go for more than after that. Maybe when I'm a mega rich YouTuber because of my ESO content, then I might do that. But right now, I don't see a reason to do that. This is also such a time commitment already. That I feel like, nah. I mean, I have a girlfriend, you know, and I have mental health issues that I have to work on every day. So, and I have to produce videos, or at least I want to. And as it turns out, streaming is a lot of fun, actually. I didn't think anybody would watch that, but it makes me really happy that you guys are around now. It makes me really happy, so I appreciate it, guys. I'm happy you're here. I mean, there's just 4 people viewing right now, but who cares, man? You guys are here, and I love that. Actually, my long video that informed you that you needed to get all the purple recipes and stuff. Yeah, I didn't know that to begin with as either. And I think for ESO, I'm assuming that most of you have probably played World of Warcraft. I mean, who hasn't, right? I have played it myself for years. I started in 2009. And for World of Warcraft, the thing is, everything is out there. Everything you could possibly want to know is out there. Obviously, builds is a simple one, but even the most uninteresting item that is in the game, you can find information about how you can get that, and you can even get precise drop chances for that. But for ESO, this is not the case. So, for example, Riza with the recipes, this is not something you come across just right away because we don't have an ESO head. We have WoW head for World of Warcraft. It would be awesome if we had ESO head. Somebody should do that. But we don't because obviously, I guess, our community is not big enough. So stuff like the recipe stuff, I just came across some website, I don't know, but it's not like the first thing you're gonna read about macerates. They just explain to you, yeah, macerates are just stuff where you craft stuff, and that's it. But there's not that much detail about how you get them. There's not even that much concrete percentages, how much one recipe increases your drop chance of getting a macerate. And I wanted to figure that out, but obviously I can't. It's not possible to do that. At least not in a human lifespan, unfortunately. So maybe it has a bit to do with the API. I think World of Warcraft offers up a lot of information that you can scrape from the files. Sorry. And ESO is a bit more limited in that regard, perhaps. So yeah, there is ESO Hub, but it's not WoWhead. Let's be real. ESO was your first MMO and you started in beta. That's 2014, wasn't it? I first started ESO in 2015. And boy, I didn't like it that back then. I mean, I did like it for the first, I don't know, I played, I think my Dragon Knight, Spirorion. I think I played that to level 50. But it didn't keep me. Yeah. I'm surprised myself how much I like it nowadays. Because of the vertical progression in ESO. Yeah, Eric, leaves room for me. That's true. That's true. I kind of love doing that, honestly. I love farming and all that stuff and getting these numbers. But I'm gonna let you in on a secret, folks. And this is maybe a surprising secret. You ready, guys? Okay, but don't tell anyone. The worst part about YouTube, actually, for me personally, is not the creative prospect. I love being creative. I love thinking about ideas. I love thinking about jokes. I love just being entertaining. At least I hope so. But the worst part of this is the editing process. I really hate that. I mean, I love it as well because this is a way to express myself in a creative way. And I feel like this is a great outlet for that. But everything about editing takes extremely long. It's really, 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 really freaking long. Like the resource node drop rate video, it's 18 minutes. And I think the whole process from idea to finished video was at least 50 hours. And I'm not really good at sitting 8 hours on the editing page because I go broke when I do that. I am like I can't sit for that time. I need some interruption with something. So it really sucks sometimes for me to not be a native because I would love to create content on the fly, you know? I would love to talk about something and I would like to have I mean, I have a great microphone, and I think my voice kind of suits me as well. So that's what I've got going for me. But when I don't script content, then there's obviously a lot of ums and ands, and sometimes I have to check up on a word to express better what I'm actually saying or meaning to say. So scripting is a lot of that. Yeah, I mean, guys, I would have so much content already out. I have so much stuff that I have brainstormed already. For some stuff, I even have the footage already. I'll let you in on another secret, folks, on the next, or at least one of the videos I've been planning. And it's a bit unusual, and maybe some of you think I'm a bit crazy, but well, maybe I am. But I have been collecting 3,000 torch bugs. Because I felt like I kind of want to know how likely it is to get a torchbug thorax. So I collected 3,000 of that. And I even thought about going for 4,000. And I have not even just extracted the data for that. I have the footage for another gold farming guide. I have the script jelly farming worth it. This is the footage is completely collected for that. I have the intro somewhat done. This is, by the way, the video I wanted to get out next, but then mental health came in the way and a bit of a crisis in my relationship as well. But fortunately, all of that, or at least the relationship crisis, has been addressed. So everything is on an uptick on that front. But this was the video I wanted to upload next. And my thought, every time I thought like, you know what? This is a quick video. I just do that for 1 hour and then extract the data from that. And then I start the editing process. And then I realize after like 10 hours, I only have the intro. I mean, the intro is quite funny, but I haven't done the video. And I felt like, well, 10 hours is that what is the whole thing, is the whole time I will need for the whole video. So, for example, for the script jelly, I introduced a joke to begin with 2 characters that are playing different emotes, and then I'm voicing them in different pitches. And there's a lot of effects in that. Again, it took like a lot longer than I anticipated. And every time I'm like making a community post to you guys, I'm like, yeah, next video should be like sometime this week. And then the week comes to an end. I'm like, okay, Jesus, yeah, well, that didn't work. It's every time. And every time I'm like, okay, this time I'm planning more hours into this. And then I do that, and I'm still completely off with my estimations. Because I feel like I'm watching my video then again and be like, you know what? That sound effect, that should be like 3 decibels louder. Here I have a breather in my script. I can cut that out. It sounds better when you don't hear the exhale or inhale. Yeah. I know, I don't know if you watching other ESO YouTubers, but there's like Jake Clips. He did a shout out to me actually a few weeks back, and he's like pumping out content like crazy. Like he's working. He must be working a lot to get that kind of content out. You really have to do a lot of work, and I envy him a little bit about that he's able to actually push that content out. I don't watch the content because I'm occupied with creating content myself, so I kind of don't consume ESO content to begin with. But yeah, I wish sometimes I just could start recording for 30 minutes, and it's so interesting that you people would want to watch that. But I feel like I have to put so many jokes in that that I keep the interest high. Yeah. Yeah, Eric, I kind of like pain. I guess I do. I guess I do, Eric. But I feel like I'm enjoying this as well. I don't know why I like grinding in ESO. We are going to reset that alchemy survey right here. I'm sure most of you are aware the 4 that are currently watching, but you can reset those if you have not harvested one of these. Then you can just go about that. Yeah, great. I wrote. Oh no, I didn't. Wow. And after that, they should have reset and have new ones, which are still I must take care of swearing on YouTube a little bit. I think you can say the F word from time to time, but you shouldn't overdo it. Yeah, Dreamscon, the Script Jelly, and Torchbug Thorax, I don't have an issue with testing that, but I don't want to test mudgrabs. I mean, eventually I will probably kind of have to do that if I want to complete that rope raid, but this is very far off in the future, let's be honest. But when you kill mudgrabs, the sound they make, it breaks my heart. Maybe I'm a softie, but that's okay. I'm a big softie deep down. But I mean, come on, listen to that. My god, how can you do that and not feel terrible? Ugh. So I don't want to do that. And as you can see, the reset helped. We have 2 Columbines now. Yeah, I've seen that Dreamscon, that J-Clips always has that joke in the beginning, and that's kind of his shtick. And I think that's a great idea to keep people keep the mood up and be lighthearted. So I'm glad that it works for him this way. I'm really glad he found this way to structure his videos. The mudcrab sacrifice was not in vain. Oh wait, that's the wedding sound. May you rest in peace, mudcrab. It was nice knowing you. Hello there. Looks like they have a face. When you look, I mean, I think that's their eyes. But I mean, even look at them. They're nibbling a little bit. How would you want to kill them? I mean, I don't like crabs IRL, but I mean, come on. I mean, there's even people who kill the monkeys. How can you be like that? I don't understand. Yeah, Eric, you talk about build content, and first of all, I have no clue about that. I not too experienced with PvE content aside from crafting and all that stuff, you know. I don't do trials. I rarely do any vet dungeons. I did when the Undaunted event was live. Look at them. They have a meeting. He's like nibbling and he's like, oh, give me his stuff, bro. And he's like, no, that's mine. This is mine. And this is like the dad. He's taking care of them, you know. And they are siblings and they are like fighting a lot. And he's like the old guy, you know. How would you murder these? You are a monster if you do that. Anyway, yeah, builds is really not interesting to me at all. I find that very uninteresting, but this is to everybody their own. I know that a lot of people, I don't know a lot of people, but I know a lot of people watch these kind of build videos, but this is not my niche, guys. My guys, my homies, my niche is more like crafting and grinding and these drop chances, and I feel like this is... I mean, I aspire to be an ESO content creator, but I also hope to be a character that's interesting for you folks. So, yeah. I don't want to... In my dream world, I can do other content as well in the future. But we will get there when we get there, guys, right? I'm on 780 subs or whatnot. So, this will take time. And... yeah, I'm happy that I can do that. I'm privileged to do that. Obviously, I'm not making money out of this at all yet. But to have the chance to talk to you guys, make videos, is still a privilege. Because, well, I only have the time for that because, yeah, well, I'm unemployed due to mental health. We can talk about that if you guys want to, but yeah, don't want to ruin the mood. Jimmy Daniel, hello, welcome to the stream, by the way. Hey, what is going to be about your next video? Well, the next video I planned was is script jelly farming worth it? And I would like to show you my progress on that. But I have OBS set to only record ESO because I didn't accidentally want to dox myself. So I can't really show you that right now. But this was the intention for my next video. At least for the next one that is scripted and has a lot of editing. Today I recorded the daily Rid Ramble, but unfortunately that went over my webcam microphone, because when I put the webcam on, you don't see me right now because I haven't decided if I want to show my face yet, but when I put the webcam on, it changed my default audio device. So I talked 25 minutes about a very hard subject, and then yeah, I was very mad about that. I was very happy how I presented this, what I had to say to you, and I felt like it was a great talk, but I have to redo it, and I didn't feel like that. But to answer your question, I'm sorry that it took me so long to answer that. Probably the Daily Rid Ramble is the next one, and after that probably the Script Jelly, and then probably the Torchbug Thorax video. Yeah. And yeah, Dreamscon, I know you've just talked about that little pet I've been, and this is by far. Oh, hello, hey guys, okay, get fucked. Wait, come on. This dude is by far the most effing cutest thing that is currently in the game. He makes cute noises. Sometimes he yawns, sometimes he jumps, sometimes he falls asleep. This guy is so cute that I sometimes, even when I'm still in character screen, that I audibly say, oh man, look at him. And I'm not ashamed. You know? I am not ashamed. I love this guy. This is the best freaking pet in the freaking game, and I love it. I'm a softie. It's okay. I can live with that. You have a stack of 105 of one survey. Am I getting this right, Dreamscon? What the hell, man? By the way, Rothgar has probably the worst survey of all. The alchemy survey, I think they has 2 different one, or 3 at least, or even 3. But there's one like here. This is like in the top right, in the top here somewhere. And I haven't figured out any way to get there without having to like jump across things that don't feel like you are supposed to jump across them. Yeah, right here. You have to jump across this, and the survey, the alchemy survey, is here. And I don't know why they put that here. I don't understand. Like, this is also really bad, because if you have like a survey drop of like 5 times Lady Smog that nobody needs and is worth nothing, then you have to, oh Jesus, I didn't press R. Then you have to travel to a house you don't own. This is, by the way, another method. You can reset your alchemy nodes by traveling to a house that you don't own and preview it, and then just leave it, and then you're back here, and then it has been reset. And for Rothgar, it's pretty annoying on this spot to be forced to do this way if you have to reset. So yeah, this is probably the worst survey in the entire game for me. 10501! Jesus Christ, stream's gone. What zone is it? What zone is it in? Man, Jesus Christ, dude, what the hell? I'm so sorry for you. I mean, you kind of got it to you did this to yourself, you know? Why not doing it for 105? Jesus Christ, bro. Alexo JD, hello, sup dude. Can you get 1 day research from daily writs? No, you can't, my dude. You can't. This is not possible. There is 2 ways, or well, 3 for that matter, that you can get this. You can get them in the where is it? When you have Azandar as a companion, he has an passive, this one here, the Abyssal Tea set, that sometimes has the chance to give you a research portfolio. And in those research portfolio, there's a chance to for it to contain one of the research scrolls, but very rarely, very rarely, like 1 in 50 or something like that. The other method, which obviously is the most popular one, is that you can buy them with writ vouchers. 3 for 1 of woodworking, clothing, blacksmithing, and 10 for jewelry crafting. But let's see, I currently have only 3 in the bank because my characters have those on in their inventory. And the wait, this one. Yeah, blacksmithing and clothing is the only ones I have left because woodworking and jewelry crafting is quicker than those 2 here, and they're quite cheap. So if you need those elixir, I would recommend just buying them from the guild traders. Farming them yourself, it's not really worth it. So you're better off by farming gold and buying them. It's the easiest way. You shouldn't, if you have writ vouchers, you shouldn't spend them on that, in my opinion. Can you not come from the bottom and jump on the stone? We can check that out, Eric. Let's check that out. I'm assuming you mean like somewhere here, right? Yeah, can we check that out first? Is it that goat? Who did this? Why would you do that? Okay, from here apparently not. That doesn't seem like you can get from here. Nope. I don't think so. This here seems unlikely as well. Come on. Okay, never mind. And this just leaves this here. Maybe you can jump here. Nah, that's too high to jump. Or is it? I mean, but that's even more annoying than the other one. Even if this... I think it's technically possible, yeah. Let's see. This and this. Come on. You want it. Come on. Jawohl. Yes. Okay, to answer your question, Eric, yes, you can jump here. Okay, bush. No! Okay, I'm assuming you mean this, right? Or this. Okay, we tried this one just now. So that just leaves this spot. And I don't think you could jump here. Nope. Why is it not like in Skyrim where you can just glitch everywhere? Nah, but I don't think you can get there. But you can jump on the waterfall, apparently. Maybe you can jump here as well. Maybe that's... No, the other side. Bro, how many sides are there? I'm just gonna circle around this, so you're happy. Okay, no jumping here. Yeah, it feels like this looks very promising, but I think I've tested this already in the past. Oh, hello guys, how are you doing? Not great, huh? Who did this? Let's see. Maybe here. Maybe. Oh, you can. You can! Oh, yeah. Oh, thanks, Eric, man. Yeah, I think that could be easier, actually. Sweet, man. Awesome. It still doesn't seem like it's supposed to be like this. I feel like there should be a path. I feel like this is out of bounds territory, but anyway. Alright. Alright. I learned something new from you, Eric. Thanks, man. Awesome. I think we are done with the surveys, actually. I didn't think this would be possible. But it is. Sick. Okay, what do we do next, guys? What should we do next? Should we do daily writs? Or should we talk about mental health? Or should we do both? Or should we do something else? Should we do refining? We could do that too as well, I suppose. But then I have to figure out how to record that while on stream. What could we do? Yeah, I think we should do writs. You guys have any suggestions what you want to see right now? Curious. Yeah, Dreams Gone, like, surveys on console. To be quite honest, if I just had a console, like, I wouldn't play. I mean, without all the add-ons like Lazy Writ, the audio stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bit. Alright, Eric, let's get back to work. I hope you have an awesome day, man. Thanks for stepping by. You guys still hear me though, right? Because the stream setting just tells me that my current bitrate is 0. So, yeah. Do you already have all your characters Master Crafter? That depends what you mean with Master Crafter, with all research as well, because research they take 4 more weeks to be completely done, but with professions being maxed out, then yes, they are completely done with that. Okay, you guys hear me still. Okay, great. Okay, thanks. Thanks for clarifying then. It's just weirdness, I guess. Yeah. All the things you say, well, let's see. I'm not sure if it's worth to refine. Because, oh, wow, okay, maybe it does, okay, maybe it does. 2.6k, let's see what we got here, 1.9k. And here we have 1.6k. I'm just doing raw Ancestor Silk for the testing, so... Damn, even Ancestor Silk dropped quite a lot in price. Gee, the double resource yield was nice, but... Oh well. And 1.7k platinum dust. Yeah, I think we could do it, but I think we should like do the writs first. But first we're gonna sell some stuff. And if you've seen my videos, you know that selling green and white gear is more profitable than deconstructing it. As you can see right here, the Ancestor Silk epaulets. How do you say that? These are kind of words you don't learn in class when you learn English. Epaulets. Epaulets. I think epaulets. You get 47 raw gold from that, but when you deconstruct it, you have a chance to get the style material or one of the materials that you need. For instance, this would be Ancestor Silk, and you can only get one from the basic ones. So you would get like an orc trade material that's like 15 gold, and one Ancestor Silk that is like, what? We can check that real quick. Ancestor Silk, 18 gold, so you're looking at 30 gold in the best case scenario. You are not guaranteed to get that. So even with the best case scenario, you get 30 gold, and the raw gold is 47. So you sell it, obviously. All right, blueprint, that's just 97 on TTC. I'm selling that. I'm not selling that because it's not in my collections yet. I'm gonna decon that. 75 gold average, that goes to the trader as well. All of these go to trader because of the reason I just mentioned. And we have one more hidden bag to open. Let's see. Ah, crap. Whatever. So now we put the stuff in. I always put in my intricate stuff. I don't have intricate stuff. Interesting. Okay. 200 soul gems. I'm selling those. For those of you who want to make passive gold on the side, if you have a lot of empty soul gems, you go to soul magic in the world skill line, and then you go purchase the soul lock, because you have a 10% chance to get a full soul gem when you have empty soul gems in your inventory when killing an enemy. And obviously the full soul gems are worth a lot more. Like this one's 34 gold, and the empty one is 16 gold. So when you just play, you can fill these and sell them, easy money. Yeah, running out of refined ancestor silk, dreams gone. I did that too a while back. But the biggest issue is jewelry, actually, platinum, I think. There was a time where I haven't been gotten weeks of no jewelry surveys. So, yeah, that kind of sucked. It's the worst thing when you're like midway through your daily routine and you're out of platinum. It kind of sucks. Alrighty, folks. So, what should we... I'm gonna go for a little break for like 2 minutes. Go to the toilet and roll myself a cigarette. And then we're gonna go for the Ritz. And I see you in 2 minutes. Alrighty, folks, here I am again. Still have to smoke, though. Fortunately, I don't have webcam on, so I'm not showing drug consumption, I guess. I guess it's legal, though I don't think it should be a problem, but, well. I've been streaming for 1.5 hours. Interesting. Time flies. Dream's gone. You're having dinner in an hour. You know, when streamers tell me that they forget about eating, since I've been streaming for 1.5 hours, I completely understand that, because I should eat sometime soon too. It's 9 PM for us here. And I'm starting to get hungry, but I kind of forget time with you guys because I enjoy this stuff a lot. Alexa, JD, any suggestions to rank up alchemy and enchanting? Yeah, enchanting kind of sucks. I agree with that. Enchanting takes a while. The worst is probably jewelry. But alchemy is quite easy. So what you do is you grab yourself some very cheap reagents, like Namira's Rod, for example, is very cheap. Or wormwood or whatnot. And you try to figure out one potion that works with these cheap materials. And then what you do is you just craft that one potion or poison, whatnot, until you are able to get the next skill point in alchemy. And this is how you do it very fast. I actually don't think alchemy is bad. Alchemy is really fast. Enchanting is annoying. But what you can do with enchanting as well is when you have a main character, you can craft you can craft, what was I about to say? The glyphs. Purple glyphs should do. If you're playing. Oh, look, he's sleeping. Oh, no! Okay, sorry, I woke him up. If you have a main character that has a lot of materials already, then glyphs are a great. Purple glyphs should be fine to craft for you without being too expensive for you. And then you just put it in the bank, and then your old character just deconstructs them. You can't. I mean, you can, but you shouldn't craft the glyphs with the character that you want to level enchanting with, because crafting stuff yourself and deconstructing it doesn't grant you the amount of experience that you want. This is the way it is in ESO. This is kind of the gimmick of this system. So craft it with your main character, and your old character will get full deconstruction experience for that. All right. Man, I told myself that I'm gonna quit smoking when I'm 30. What do you guys think how old I am? I want to hear your assumptions. I'm curious. And we're going. Oh, right. I still have gold to collect. Let's see how much I got. 10k. Whoa, that's not a lot. We are going for the Ritz now. Woo! Let's go. So you're leveling with the enchanting Ritz then, Dreamscon? Is it because you need they're less expensive than the alchemy ones? You're guessing mid-30s, so you're guessing I already failed with my aspiration to quit smoking when I'm 30, huh? This is how little you think of me. Mm-hmm. Dreamscon, how can you do your Ritz and still be so active in chat? You must have like 6 hands. Alright. One trade finished with her. Alright. As you can see, she still has 1, 2, 3, 4 for clothing to research. And the last trades are, gee, they are so time consuming. I mean, obviously you don't have to do anything, you just have to wait. But damn it, takes so long. You're 37. Bro, I'm exactly 10 years younger than you. I'm 27. I turn 28 next year. You have 3 monitors. Dude, I'm already, what's the word? Overwhelmed by doing Ritz, smoking, and talking to you guys. Man. Yeah. A lot of people hate doing Ritz or think it's a chore. It kind of is, but I don't mind that much, actually. Do I have? No, I don't. Next one, woo! Yeah, mental health. We wanted to talk about that, didn't we? Yeah, well, yeah, I can tell you a little bit about that. You see, the luxury I have doing this to play ESO half of the day if I want to, and do YouTube content and stuff, and calculate all these numbers, is because I'm currently unemployed, and I've been unemployed for quite a while. And this is because I have an anxiety disorder. I am suffering from agoraphobia. This is when you are afraid of public places. And for me, it's not like a huge crowd that frightens me. It's more like generally everything that's on the outside is scary. And I've been into a clinic for that in, I think, 2021. Yeah, I think 2021. This is, by the way, also the point where I quit drinking alcohol. I'm full hardcore sober for almost 4 years now. And in that clinic, I actually learned to deal with it better, and I've been doing better. I've been almost back to. Why is it sorted like this? Am I stupid? I am. Oh, right. Because I'm stupid. Where was I? Yeah, I was in the clinic, and I've been doing better. I've been almost being back to a regular life, and I've been able to go by bus and stuff like this, go to family and stuff. And then in April 23, so last year, I unfortunately fell into a relapse, a pretty hard one at that. There was a point where I didn't leave the house for 6 months. Yeah, I'm not joking. I actually did not leave my flat or apartment, whatever you call it, for 6 months because, and get this, I was afraid that when I close my door from my apartment, that and I want to get back in, that my key to get back in would break. So there was a point where I couldn't get my mail because I was frightened of going outside. So yeah, this is the life with agoraphobia. And fortunately, in the past months, I've been making progress. I can get my mail again. I can bring out the trash. I can grocery shopping for them sometimes. I can go for walks in the park. But I've been struggling with a lot of these things too. And this is also how I got into the conflict with my relationship, because my girlfriend wants me to get better and she saw that I don't. And this is right now the point where I figured, okay, I think I need help again. And this is what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to get help from online therapy, at least a little bit. And I'm very grateful that I have the possibility to do that. In Germany, we have quite a solid insurance system. And I figured that when you have this kind of issue and you're not insured in the States, what do you do? Are you just like half out of luck, or what do you do? So I'm very, very grateful that I have the chance. And with the agoraphobia actually came second. I started my therapy in, don't let me lie, I think in 2020 I started therapy. Not behavioral therapy, but the deep psychic. I don't know what the English word for that is, but I started therapy in 2020, I think. And a few months in, these symptoms started. It was midway through the therapy session that I suddenly felt sick. I like nauseous. And this was the first time this happened. This is called psychosomatic symptoms. This is when your mind is the cause for you to feel physical symptoms. And for me, it has always been nausea. Nausea and yeah, it's a bit embarrassing, but the fear of not having a toilet. And despite the fact that never something like this happened, you know, but it's just a fear that has developed and festered over months and weeks. And this is why I still, when I feel nauseous, I still get that kickback from back then when I felt this way. And fortunately, I've been able to deal with this in a better way, but I'm still very prone to avoidance. If you don't have any clue about anxiety disorders, this is one of the key things that people do when they have such a disorder is avoidance. And the avoidance is making the fear actually worse. It's stabilizing the fear. But at the same time, you have to figure out what kind of fights you are willing to take. Because if you have that anxiety disorder, you can't just, I mean, there's different ways to approach this. The most effective way of, I think it's probably the only way even, to battle these anxieties works, by the way, with other phobias as well. If you're like arachnophobia, this is the same way that it's treated. It's exposure therapy. So you expose yourself consciously to the thing that creates fear for you. And there's two methods to do this. There is the bit by bit thing where you just gradually increase the amount of things you face yourself with. For example, when you are arachnophobic, a start, for example, would be thinking about spiders. And that sounds maybe a bit stupid, but for people who suffer from this phobia in a very strong way, even this is a huge step. And each anxiety disorder is different, and if everyone has to figure out their own way to deal with this. So there's the bit by bit, and there's the flooding method. And flooding means that you go for the worst just right away. In my instance, that would have been probably get into a plane and fly into a different country alone. This would have been probably the absolute worst case for me. This is, even the thought about doing this caused anxiety for me. And this is a method I personally didn't feel like is for me. I'm trying the bit by bit thing. But I've also realized, especially with the relationship with my girlfriend, she has told me that I am prone to, I don't know the word. I have to look that word up because it's kind of important. Wait. Genügsam is the German word. Frugal. Frugal. How do you say that? Frugal. Okay. Because I'm prone to be frugal about my achievements I've already done. So I'm like, okay, I can go to the park now. I can bring out the trash. And for me, that's part of me is like, yeah, okay, that's enough. And right now I'm at a point where I realized that, thanks to my girlfriend, by the way, and realized, okay, I have to push more. I have to change the status quo, and this is where I am right now. And we will see how that goes. But yeah, this is why I was in a bit of a crisis the last days. That's why I made the community post. And that's why I felt in a pretty hard depression for a few days, because I was afraid that my girlfriend would split up with me and I would be alone. And that made me realize how dependent I am on her. And that didn't feel great. So, yeah. That's me, guys. I'm terrified of fire and terrified of being alone, Dreamscone. Have you made an experience with that before, or is it just like that? Okay, I got that out of my system now. Obviously, if you guys don't mind, I don't mind talking about this stuff. If you have like, if you're interested in anything, just ask, you know? There's like, as long as I'm not hurting the privacy of somebody else, or if I'm doxing myself, then I don't have any problems with answering questions. If you're somebody who has no experience with mental health at all, then if you're interested, just ask. Don't have to, obviously, but yeah, I'm very open about this stuff. So I have 3 years of therapy behind me already. I'm pretty reflected on my feelings and my behavior already. So yeah, if anything is interesting for you, just ask. You've had a terrible experience when you had with fire when you were a child. Yeah, man. I don't want to ask because I feel like don't want to overstep some boundaries here. But obviously, it has been an experience for you that's been very hard for you. So, sorry this happened to you, my friend. Hey, Charlie, you've been depressed too. I'm sorry to hear, man. Have you found a way to deal with it, or is it something you're still stuck on? And yeah, Pedro, therapy is great, but making that step to actually be like, yeah, I'm going to therapy. Oops. No, 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 no. The reason I've Jesus, I'm hard for words. What do you say? I did the reason I didn't seek therapy out again sooner was at least I have two reasons already figured out. One of the reasons is I was afraid to fail. I was afraid to fail, and I was afraid that my status quo is something I have to live with, and this is just my oh crap. This is just my reality, and I will not be able to change it. And obviously, this is not something I would constitute to someone else. If somebody approaches me and states like, "This is my status quo, and I want to change," I wouldn't say, "Well, probably that's the state that you will always be in." But I feel like I've been in this state for so long that it's you know that feeling when you've been feeling like crap or in a certain way for so long that you kind of forgot how it is when it's not like this. And for me, it's like with the anxiety disorder. Whenever I think about doing something on the outside, even if I'm able to do it, I'm also checking if I'm able, if I'm like, do I dare it? Do I dare it today? Am I ready for that today? People who don't have that, they don't think about that. And I don't remember how it is to not think about that. Um, yeah, I kind of lost track. What was I talking about? Yeah, why did I not start therapy again sooner? First thing was about the being afraid to fail. And the second part was I was afraid of opening things up I had closed. And I think that's very symptomatic for a lot of people that don't seek therapy but have problems. Because this is a coping mechanism, or not a coping, but a defense mechanism that you don't want to make things worse. And that's unfortunately a bit of the truth. Because when you start therapy, it's very likely that at first you will feel worse. Like a lot worse. Depends on what you're dealing with. But getting closer to your problems is usually something your mind reacts to. So let's take post-traumatic stress disorder. I've experienced with that too, not firsthand, but from people that are close to me that have or are still suffering from PTSD. And for them to be close to the trigger, to the core trauma, is like the worst nightmare. To being close to that is the most awful experience that you can think of. And but the thing is to overcome this trauma and this disease is that you actively have to relive that trauma. And I'm fortunate enough that I am, quote unquote, only depressed and have an anxiety disorder. I don't want to belittle myself here, but I'm grateful that I have not been experiencing any traumata in my life. But having to deal with trauma again, and you guys can think of the trauma that these things might be. I'm not naming them, but you can think of it. It would be preposterous of me to say I can imagine, because I can't. So, yeah, it's very likely that when you start therapy, that you will feel worse. Oh wow, Charlie, you have C PTSD. I heard that before. What does the C stand for? You have been in therapy for 20 years, Charlie. Damn, that's a long time. Both your parents died recently. Man, I'm so sorry to hear that. I hope you have a way to cope with this. I hope you have a space for yourself and someone to talk to, of course. This is the most important thing. But also, it's sometimes okay to be alone, you know? Complex, yeah, right. Do you feel like you have been making progress? You know, we can focus all we want on our disorders and our mental health issues, but what I would like to put a lot of weight on is the path we have already taken. You know, I'm still agoraphobic, but I've made progress. And Charlie, I think for you, despite the fact that you've been struggling with these illnesses for 20 years, I'm sure you have made progress in that time as well, haven't you? I mean, you're still around. You're still here in chat talking to me and the other people here. So I think that's great. I think that's pretty cool. I think you can be proud of that. Dream's gone as well, man. You're just like participating here so much. You're still around. All of you guys are still around. And I'm not sure if anybody ever told you this, but I'm glad you are. I'm glad you are here. And I'm glad that you didn't take a way out of this, but decided actively to stick around. It's really hard to focus on this topic and do Ritz. Excitatus next. Do you have something? Nope. Okay, great. Yeah, man, Charlie, I believe it that you made through a lot of shit. Nobody goes to therapy for 20 years just by choice or because it's so much fun. I've been through therapy for 3 years, and after that, I was like, man, I really, really don't want to do that again. Okay, guys, before we can keep on that mental health topic. I don't mind it, but I would like to put something nice out there. Now, ask you guys, the last 7 days, what was um what was the point where you had to laugh the most? In the last 7 days, what was the most funny moment for you guys? I'm just thinking about it myself. What was the most fun moment in the last 7 days? Also, you have to like discern. Is it like funny and like you have to laugh? Fun, it's fun. I mean, there's plenty of activities in life that can be fun without you laughing. Um, hey, Dreamscon, I'm glad you found the perfect therapist for you. Awesome, man. I'm glad to hear that, man. That's cool. It can be kind of hard to find a therapist to begin with, right? I mean, you're from the US, right? So I'm guessing you're insured. Um, what was even the one night stand joke from Jake Clips? As I said, I don't watch him, not because I don't have time. Um, but yeah, nice. That was a funny joke to you. Maybe you can put it in chat. I would love to. Let's see, Larelia's Morgus. I can't even pronounce the name of my own characters. Okay, she hasn't done anything today. Awesome. Makes my job a lot easier when I don't have to do more research. Medicare, Medicaid. Is Medicare that thing that... Is it... Which president brought that in? Is that Obama? Oh man, okay. I get why that joke would be funny. Because it's really stupid. And my humor is kind of stupid as well, so... Yeah, I get it, man. My husband yelled, "I'm angry because I want her to hit the ball," while watching a volleyball match. And I commented how he sounded like Old Man Hulk. This was the most funny moment for you, Pedro. Awesome. Yeah, Ellie got it now too, right? That took a while for her, though. Or him. Or them. Alright, we're almost done with our character. Sweet. But then I don't know what to do. Probably should eat. But then I have to quit streaming. Ah, I see, Charlie. Uh-huh. So PTSD is one traumatic event, and C, complex PTSD is from multiple events. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Yeah. Damn. I feel like I want to say something more supporting, but I can't. This is something that is so annoying about mental health stuff. That you don't really can't really do much. For instance, when you talk about your own mental health issues with people who don't suffer from mental health issues, their first impulse to do is to help. And they mean well, but it's usually like, Jesus Christ, dude, shut the hell up. When you talk about you're depressed and yeah, you have to go for a run, to work out and eat healthy. And truth be told, then yes, those are factors that actually can help with your mental health. But what I find so annoying about being, you don't say victim of mental health. What do you say? You say, when you have mental health issues, is that people always want to help you. And I'm more like, just listen, dude. I'm just telling you, just listen and nod and say, okay, I can't understand, but I would like to. This means a lot more than when you're trying to give some tips that are so stupid that you just seem like an ignorant ass. My little plush horses named the Waffles are being cute and friendly. You mean like a real life plushie? I actually have a few plushies as well. My girlfriend and I have them in bed as well. Only for sleeping though, but when sometimes we need to be only us two in bed. Right, I didn't even answer you guys what was most fun for me in the last 7 days. I think it was one of the yeah, it was in a video or something. It was just a running. It was like a pun, but it was in a German video, so I can't reproduce it. So yeah, but yeah, I think that was it. All right, Charlie. See you soon. I might have to go offline later, because I have to eat something, and I've been streaming for 2 hours now. So, but if you don't see each other today again, I hope you take care, man. Oh, Ellie, are you agoraphobic as well? Or why do you find it hard to push yourself to go out? Because when you're agoraphobic, then I really understand you because I have that. Yeah, man, Dream's gone. Send me the plushie. I want to see it. Ah, okay. One more character. Did I already dump it? Yeah. No, Charlie, don't. Don't do 20. Don't do 20. Don't do it. You will regret it. At least tell me you're on PC, because if you're on console, then I must interpret this as self-destructive behavior. Sorry, but this is... 20 characters, man. I could. I don't want to. I've like said this for over 5 times by now. How can I send them to you? And would total love to friend you in ESO. I'm Dreamsleeper. Yeah, Dreamscon, I'm just gonna add you. And then we can exchange Discord. Since you posted your tag in chat, I'm assuming it's okay if it is visible on stream. Let me know. If not, then I will do that off screen. Charlie, you're on Xbox and you want 20 characters. This is self-destructive behavior. This is the sort of behavior that we wanted to keep distanced from. Okay, Charlie? We are not doing that here, all right? Healthy actions, okay? Xbox and 20 characters. You don't have the lazy rit toolbox, lazy rit add-on. How do you even do that with 10 on Xbox? All right, Dreamscon, then I'm gonna add you on screen. Wait, that's the wrong button. What was the name? Dreamsleeper. There we go. Add Dreamsleeper. Wait, is that right? Dreamsleeper. Ah. Let's see if that works. I don't know, really. I'm fine when I'm out. It's just pushing myself to get out. What do you feel when you don't want to get out? Is it more like I don't wanna, or I'm afraid to? Because that's kind of a important difference. All right, Dreamscon, I added you. I expected it to be to suggest your name, but it didn't. So I thought maybe it's. But well, let's see if it comes to if it arrived. If the friend request arrives. Jesus Christ, English is hard. Just stuck German, then most of you guys would be very confused. I forgot smoking, damn it. Now I have to roll a new cigarette. Crap. Maybe streaming is good for my nicotine consumption. Because I've been smoking one and would have probably usually been smoking 2 or 3 by now. Yeah, Dreamscon, take your time, man. I know you've been having a D&D night today, don't you? So, yeah. Alright, folks, are you done with your writs today already? I am now. Woohoo! It took like 10 times as long as usual because I've been talking about mental health and interacting with you guys. But that's a sacrifice I'm willing to make. Because I really enjoyed that, talking to you about that topic. Now we have to figure out what we do next. I will have to roll myself a new cigarette. And I feel like I will have to go offline soon too, because I have to eat. Not afraid in my mind. I think, nah, I'll go tomorrow instead. Well, there could be 2 things. Either you just can't be bothered to do it, or you're depressed. I'm not a therapist, so take this with a grain of salt. But if you constantly feel unmotivated to do things, then maybe that's worth checking out. Because I remember for myself, it was similar. I felt not interested in doing things. The thing with depression is it can show itself in very, very many different ways. Okay, let's put the money back in. And we are done. Great. Now let's roll a cigarette. What am I gonna eat today, guys? I think I have to cook. Or maybe I just have noodles from yesterday left over. That would be awesome as well. What are you guys doing currently in ESO? Do you have any goal right now? Are you like grinding for a mythic? Are you setting up raid characters, perhaps? Are you farming veteran dungeons? Maybe you're going for trifecta achievements? I know I'm personally not going for them because I would have to commit time into a guild and Discord and all that stuff. And genuinely, I don't have the time for that, honestly. Yeah, Dream's gone. Betrayal is a big thing, huh? Betrayal is a very hard emotion. Sorry you fell into that depression for that, but I'm glad that you found a way to cope with that. Talking about coping, the Daily Rit Ramble today I recorded, I was actually talking about gaming in general and how I personally felt that anything that is meant for coping is weak. And I don't think I want to get into that right now because I feel like we've been talking about mental health a lot and I feel like it's okay for now. But I think that's something I want to talk about in the future. What gaming means to us, to you guys. Ellie, you just lack motivation. Yeah, maybe you should check that out. If you feel like depression is something that's creeping up on you, there's different ways to check. You can there's different indicators for depression, and if you like less than 6 months, it's called a I don't know what the English word is. In Germany we say Verstimmung, but more like episode, I think, in English. When you have less like 6 months of feeling that way, it's just like temporary. It's a phase, basically. It sounds like it's belittling it, but that's how the ICD-10 sees it. And if it's like this for more than 6 months, then it's considered an illness or like a long-term illness. Playing through the main story. Skill points. Yeah, actually, Joseph, I did that when I joined back in December because I've been playing in 2015 or even 2014, I think. And I played that back then, but kind of forgot everything. But yeah, I really have to push the story at some point in the future as well. Yeah, Charlie, you have a question. Go ahead. You're farming transmute streams, gone. I feel like I'm never running out of these. Just the other day, I reconstructed like 9 Ring of the Wild Hunt for my all of the Rit characters, and I don't need them because I mean I don't have best in slot gear, probably not. I can tell you, show you what I have. I have the Ordos Wrath set and the Forest Wraith set, and then I'm running with the Mora's Whispers mythic because it's extra experience and more crit, and this is all what I need. I don't need more, and yeah. I googled it and it says walking is 100 speed and 200% is hard cap. And I put 180% speed on and definitely seem like 180% speed, but I'm over cap, so I shouldn't be. Perhaps you have a CP that you're not aware of. Maybe you have here Steed's Blessing slotted or something like this. Also, there is in the fitness, there is Hasty. This is active by default when you have it skilled, so you don't need to put it on champion points. So perhaps you have that. I'm not sure why you say you seem on speed cap. I'm guessing you have an add-on for that, but you just said that you're on Xbox, so I'm not sure how you are aware of that. Well, I'm not sure. I just the other day I was not sure if I'm on speed cap as well. If I'm on like my speed build. Yeah, this one is my speed build, as you can see. That's my speed build. And I'm not sprinting. I think without sprinting, I'm already max speed. I think when I'm sprinting, it doesn't do anything. It might seem like it because if you watch closely on the edges, it changes the FOV. You see that? It just changes how the world looks like. The speed actually seems to be the same. So I'm thinking I'm on speed cap without sprinting. I mean, I could test that, but it's kind of hard to test that. I would have to. How can I test that just real quick? I don't know. I can't really. Awesome, Dreamscon. Yeah, I saw that you were invited the friend request, so awesome. I will, off screen, I will just give you the Discord later. Yeah, I think it's just perception, Charlie. I have been hustling with this for a week. I have been always been like, am I faster sprinting? Am I not? I was really not sure. But what you can do is apparently you can calculate it yourself. So you can take the Swift traits. All Swift traits, when you have it on Legendary, is 21%. Then you have the Adept's Rider, that's another 30%, so you're on 51% already. And what else do we got? We got the Steed's Blessing, that's another 20%. What were we? We're on 51? Yeah, 51, so that's 71. And then we have 4% in the Fitness, so that's 75. So we're on 75%. Plus the Wild Hunt Ring means out of combat extra 45. So you would be on 220. Yeah, 220. So that's capped. So yeah, 200. That would also mean that when you are in combat, you are on 190 without sprinting. And that means only in combat you would need to sprint. Someone could please correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm not quite sure about this stuff yet. Oh, hello, Dreamscon. What's up, man? There you are. Show me your coolest mount. That's what I'm trying to test. Oh, that's a nice one. I don't know. Can you can even get 200% if you put in fitness trait you have the celerity. If you max that out, you should have max speed even in combat. But I'm not sure if the game limits that. I'm not sure if the game's like, yeah, well, you might have max speed right now, but I'm still capping that. So I'm not sure if you can have 200% speed in combat. Presumably you can, but once again, this is something that a Wowhead would answer you, but we don't have that for ESO, so. Yeah, but in advanced, it tells me, for instance, that I have a sprint speed of 144. That's not accurate. I'm definitely on 200. Or is there some other thing I can look here? No, I don't think so. It says 144, but I'm definitely faster. If you check, this is not 144. 144 means that sprinting is 40%. You know, sprinting is 40%, so that speed is already that sprint speed is already showing that total amount. Like, keep adding speed, and she seems to be incredibly fast. Yeah, if I go with this one here, it seems I'm faster as well, but I think it's just the visuals that give me that indication. Let's see if that runs out, if I'm going slower. I'm not. You see? I'm definitely capped. So there is definitely a cap, Charlie. The cap in advanced stats is 165. I tested it. Jimmy, then why is it not showing from me that I am capped? I must be capped. I just tested that. I just used the accelerate from the Sigic order. Channeled accelerate should give me 30% extra speed, but it doesn't make me faster. I can test that, show you again. I'm just gonna sprint a little bit and see when it runs out, if I'm going slower. But as you will see, I will not. See, it ended, nothing changed. So I am on cap, but it says 144%, so I don't know, man. Okay, back to the normal build, because, well, why not? So let's collect our hireling stuff. Oh, we got Dragwax, nice. Sorry, Dreamscon, that I couldn't just address you a little bit more. I wanted to answer the questions, so yeah, we will see each other later on, I think. Joseph, ESO needs a stats UI update. I agree, man. I do agree. I feel like this is very convoluted. It's very hard to keep track of all that stuff that is in there. Okay, what do we do next? It's almost 10 p.m. for me and I haven't had dinner yet. I probably should do that from some time. I also kind of don't want to get offline because I enjoy that. That's a bit of a pickle, huh? Yeah, well, I think I will have to. Health comes first. Let's just get some stuff done. I will set up some guild trader sales. And yeah, I think then we can then we have to call it quits for now. Might come back online later, but it's gonna be very late in Germany here, so. Yeah, Joseph, man, you too. I'm gonna be online for like 50 more minutes or something like this. But I appreciate it, man. I hope you too. I hope you have a nice day, depending on where you're at. It's evening or whatnot for you. What you guys doing on the weekend? I feel like my girlfriend's coming tomorrow, I think. But other than that, I don't really have anything planned. But it's kind of hard with agoraphobia to have much plans to begin with. But I should keep working on the video. But I feel like today doesn't have enough hours. I mean, I'm not even employed, and even I say that. How crazy is that? How can you work 40 hours a week? I know I sound very like an idiot. I'm sorry, guys, for those who actually work 40 hours a week. But doing YouTube is kind of a full-time job, so. Ellie from the UK, hello there. How's it going there? Up north in the UK. How's life? Okay, so I usually sell provisioning stuff when it's over 300. So I have enough left over when I need it for crafting. And I'm usually always filling Northwatch order first because these sell quite well. I could probably go for 7 as well, but going for the 6.2 is average, so I'm going 6.5. Dragwax, as you can see, it's on 10k right now. So it's a bit of recovering. Actually, yesterday was 9.9k, so we see. As you can see, yesterday I sold it for 9.899k. So, which guild was it in that you were in Vardenfell? Yeah, Northwatch or is it? I just realized that the aberration, is that what you say? For short? NWO. And I'm not sure if those people are conspiracy theorists or not, or if it's just a coincidence. But I hope no, I hope not. I hope they're not conspiracy theorists. Mako goes into 14.5. Let's just go. Category by category. Tempering alloy, you don't have 8, so I'm not gonna sell that now. Quicksilver, we have 200 full, so we're gone 10. Clothing, brag wax, we already put that in. I'm keeping elegant lining because I feel like I want to do Ritz, Master Ritz at some point again. Yeah, other than that, we can sell bust, but it's not that. Let's do it anyway. Hardwood, I think I'm gonna hold out on this for another week and sell it before the update 44 hits. Mastic, I'm gonna keep that as well. Rosen, keeping that as well. Not much to sell today. We could sell some platinum, but nah. We did collect alchemy mats, so we're gonna sell some buglers. And it's on 124 now? Oh no, wait, I'm on Beetle Scuttle. Ha, buglers, okay, 193. I was really shocked. Dreamscorn has 1k hardwood and 1.2k mundane runes on EU2. Jesus Christ, man. You're freaking rich. Oh man, Ali, I'm sorry to hear that. I've had issues with my neighbor a year ago or something like this. Well, I even made a noise protocol to it's a very German thing to do, apparently. But I hope you figure it out. Noise is something that is very, very stressful over a period of time. It's crazy how much that affected me. And Columbine's on 1049, but I think on Northwatch Order I can get away with 1.1k. Yeah, I will. 50k, tasty. Cornflower, we can put 100 up. Dragonthorn, yeah, let's put 100 up again. Flesh, fly, larva. Let's go for 40 and 100. Lady Smog, worthless crap. What else have we got? Luminous Rossula. Let's go for 45 and 100. Mountain Flower, yeah, those are quite decent-ish. After Columbine, Violet Coprinus, and a few others, but this is at least decent-ish. I did on 169, let's see. Yeah, come on, let's go for 169 again, because that's nice. Namira's Rod, yeah, why not? Let's go for 47. Stinkhorn, we can get 100 on that too. What's the price? Oh man. Let's go 59. Violet Coprinus I'm keeping. Okay, enchanting. Kuda, nice. We have 10 to sell. That's a 2k too, man. That's low. Okay then, I guess. Kuda's also not what it used to be. Mundane Runes, I'm keeping those for now. Same with hardwood. Provisioning, white meat. Selling that for 10. Apples, 9.5 is fine. Crawlers. Don't have to. Ginger, 6.5 is fine. Don't skip on these provisioning mats. I'm sure many of you have like thousands of these in your inventory. And true, they are not worth that much, but they accumulate over time and you can sell them quite well. So if you have a lot of these that you don't need, just sell them. It's free money. You get them on the side from the Ritz anyway. So it's good practice to sell them from time to time. Trade out and yeah, I didn't forum much of that. Luminous ink is worthless nowadays anyway. What is that you open to sell your mats? What do you think? What do you mean? Like, you mean the craft bag or this page here? I'm not quite sure what you mean. Okay, Northwatch Order 24. Let's see, you can sell platinum necklaces. I usually sell them for $4.99. I go well with that price. And there we go. We have the Northwatch Order slots filled. Let's see if we have anything for shiny coins. Did we get any writs that I don't want to complete? Yeah, I got an alchemy one. We're gonna sell that for 11,1111 because that's a nice number. We keep that. We sell that. We sell that one as well for 2,300. This goes for 2.5k. Enchanting, yeah, well, that's good money as well. 6.6k seems fair. And 6.6k again. To get the pricing, yeah, I use the add-on for the Guild Trader Overhaul is called Awesome Guild Store. And the prices that are shown are from TTC or Tamriel Trade Center. And when you have Awesome Guild Store and Tamriel Trade Center, you can right-click. And then you can search it. But unfortunately, it doesn't work for the bank. You have in the craft bag, you can do that. Right? You can just right-click and then search for item. And then it will automatically search in that specific guild you're currently in that you have selected. Okay, where was I for writs? Let's see what we got to sell. Oops. We jewelry. Keeping those. Provisioning can go. 5.7 is a bit low. Let's go 6.1. Oh, I hate it when it skips up and doesn't. Oh, well, never mind. Perfect row there. Those are usually very, very low in price. We keep that one. We can sell that one for 1.7k. And this one goes for 1.7 as well. And then we fill up the rest with our intricate gear. I sell those for 129 recently because I mean, the average price says it's higher, but I felt like it's not selling if I put it for average price. So I'm selling them for that amount. And I'd rather have it being sold in one day than sit for 3 days on, crap, that went for 160. Have them sit in the Guild Trader for 3 or 4 days. That's, I'd rather sell them too low than to sit on them, so I'm doing it this way. You applied to Northwatch. Awesome, Dreamscon. I hope you get accepted, man. But with what you have been telling me, I don't think you will have much issue with getting in there. Yeah, Ellie, Awesome Guild Store is really kind of necessary, in my opinion, if you want to trade effectively. It's kind of not really feasible to do this without an add-on. So I kind of pity the console players. Oh right, I have an inventory. I think I wanted to sell soul gems. Yeah, 33. Now we can go for 34. Then we have one to deconstruct and this deconstruct as well. Yeah, and I think then that is it. Not much to sell today, actually. But to be fair, I sold my macerates frequently the last few days, so I barely have any left. Oh, right, what I can show you, what might be a little bit interesting, are my lazy red stats. Just figured I could do that. This is the stats from 13,950 writs in 280 days, 18 days. I must say, though, that a lot of the statistics that went into this were done before I completed all the recipes and all those motive books and all that stuff. So the averages are a bit skewed. I thought about resetting this. Unfortunately, you can manually reset that. You have to I think, uninstall the add-on and reinstall it. But this is how it's looking like right now. We can change the view to get us percentages. As we can see, getting a legendary upgrade material is around 30%. It should be pretty much 30%. Maybe it's even 31, but the numbers indicate that it's 30. We can't make any conclusions for master rates because, like I said, these drop chances changed. But what we can do is for the surveys. And surveys seem to be 11 or 12%, pretty much exactly. And they are always the same, no matter if you have a lot of recipes learned or not. So if you just create a new root character and you just want to get as much gold as you can, then the surveys are the same drop rate as like me, for instance, who has the master researcher. So that's good to know. Yeah, I think that should do it. That's a total reward value of 114 million. And I tell you, even 114 million is not a lot for a lot of people. And it's insane. I've been doing this for 218 days and they have more than that. That's crazy. Now we can check real quick again what my goal is, but I'm on 14.6 million. 760 RIT vouchers are still there. I have all my Grandmaster crafting stations now, but they are not attuned for everything, so there's still a long way grind off. So my last thing I'm gonna do now, folks, is I'm deconstructing everything that I don't need or not selling. So I have my inventory empty for when I log in again. So we have one here, and I remember we have one jewelry. I know I said we wanted to do the refinings, but we're not gonna do that now. I'm sorry, guys. Maybe later, maybe another day. This is a new set item, that's great. So we are back on inventory space 38 of 205. So I'm set. Alrighty, folks. That means it's time to say goodbye. I've been streaming for more than 2.5 hours, so that's great. But it's 10 p.m. now, and I didn't eat yet. So I'm grateful for all of you guys who have been tuning in. For example, Dream's Gone. He's been around for almost the whole stream and has been participating, so I appreciate you, man. Andres was around, Ellie was around, Charlie was around. Sorry if I've forgot someone, but I appreciate every single one of you who's around. And I feel like I could do streaming a lot more in the future. Unfortunately, my game runs kind of like ass when I stream, so I hope in the future I'm able to upgrade my computer. That would be awesome, but for those who know that hardware is very expensive, especially with the price hikes of the NVIDIA GPUs and all that stuff. But yeah, I hope you have a great day, guys. I hope to see you next time. Take care of you. Take care of yourself, and I see you next time. Bye bye.